Hi. Well, as some of you know, I've started recording stories of my life, and I want to read a new one for you. It's called The Bonus Kid. It's a story of hurt, of family, of healing, and of grace. Imagine the terror that fills a young heart standing on a sidewalk, suitcase in hand, as you watch the taillights of your dad's truck just fade out of sight. You want to scream, but your throat tightens, and you realize your father is gone and he's never coming back for you. In a few short months, life would turn into something healing, something beautiful. But right now, life is upside down. All my life, my mother had been physically and psychologically abusive. She wanted nothing to do with me except remind me that I was the single cause of every bad thing in her life. She gave her male friends unsupervised access to me with no care for what they did, and nothing I did was ever right. If I managed to succeed at something, I was only bragging to show her up. But she refused to teach me any of the things that a little girl should learn from her mother, leaving me to stumble through childhood with a hollow ache where nurture should have been. It was a welcome relief when she left the family. My father's concrete-laden boots always carried the smell of fresh cement, a scent that clung to him like a shadow. He had wanted sons, not a daughter. Yet I did my best to keep up. Together we would work on cars, on motorcycles, tend to the animals, and I hoped that that would be enough to earn his love. But when my mother left, he wanted nothing else to do with me. Instead, he spent every moment with Lila. She had 2 kids of her own and didn't want more children. So, Dad walked away to start fresh with another family. He raised her children in the place of his own. Oh, with both parents gone, all I had left was my brother, and even that was a fragile hope. Mike was the first to be put out of the house. At 16, he was told to leave and not come back. He lived in his car for a few weeks, but had a friend take him in. Well, once Mike found out that I was left on my own, he asked if I could come join their little family. But the safety I had hoped for wasn't there. His wife was pregnant with their second child, and I guess he thought I owed him something. He would come into my room to rub my shoulders. And by this time, I had already learned not to speak out. My body just wanted to be sick. But fear of being back on the streets, well, it kept me silent as his hand would drop down onto my breast. My soul was numb. I just wanted to die, to find an escape from the humiliation, from the pain. Well, one Sunday morning, while I was on the phone with my best friend, he came into my room. While she heard it all, started asking questions. I never imagined that rescue could come through a crackling line of a phone. Yet her courage to speak out changed the course of my life. Her words opened a door that I never could have pushed open on my own. Rescue had come from the most unexpected place 2 days before Christmas. Their house was decorated for the season. I mean, you could smell the pine in the air. It's the huge tree set prominently over in the corner of the living room. On Christmas morning, I woke up without much anticipation. I mean, after all, I'd just gotten there. I wasn't theirs. I mean, I had braced myself for some scraps, maybe a polite gesture, but instead, I walked out to a stack of gifts equal to everyone else's. There were clothes from aunts and uncles that I would never meet, trinkets from cousins and my new brother and sisters. That day will forever hold a special place in my heart. Not because of any gift, but because I was part of their family. That moment told me, you belong. And being treated like I belong healed parts of me that I thought would never be restored. Life was good there. Skating on Saturdays, gymnastics, breakfast every morning. For the first time, I was really cared for. Though doubts lingered because of some of the rumors that they had been told, but they still welcomed me. I mean, for me, even cautious acceptance is still love. And for me, that was enough. I mean, it was enough to begin rebuilding trust. That was my first taste of grace. I wasn't to learn the whole story until September of 2024 when Mama passed. I mean, I always assumed the other kids knew the circumstances of me coming to live with them. I mean, I felt like I carried a scarlet letter. But they just thought I was the bonus kid who showed up one day and never left. And that's exactly how they treated me. In her final hours, I got to pray with Mama. Her breathing was shallow, her hands weak in mine. Then with a surprising strength, she lifted our joined hands heavenward in acknowledgement of the Father. In that moment, I thanked Yah for the love that she had given me. And I asked him to bring her peace as she stepped into his presence. In that moment, I realized that this was the gift that Doris and Scotty had given me all those years ago. Their unconditional welcome had shown me what family could look like. They planted the seed that you don't need proof to extend kindness. We were simply a mother and daughter kneeling before our Creator. I was asked to write something for Mama's service, so I wrote about how they had changed my life, how they saved my life. I sent that heartfelt message to my sister, and within minutes, my phone was ringing. I picked up to a tearful voice I had no idea was all she could say. There are people in this world who will choose to love you without needing to know your whole story. Can you be that person for others? Sometimes it's the lifeline that keeps someone else afloat. Thank you for listening to my stories. Share this with anyone who may need to know how much the Creator loves them and how He uses the circumstances of their life to bring them into His will.